Good morning, everybody. おはようございます、皆さん。上白大使 here. You are watching. Welcome. You are watching Secret Org, where we translate. We started the new volume last time, volume 6. That's what we're doing. Volume 6. Probably just gonna keep saying 6 a lot on these streams. 6. There's nothing wrong with the word, with the number 6 in it, is there? And yep, all right. Well, that is pretty much let's get started, I guess. I was trying to make like a quick video this morning, like super quick, but it was not as quick as I thought. Video editing sucks so bad. Like I took like 3 takes, and like on the 3rd take, you know, I was at the start, I was like, like, I'm sorry, this is not gonna be edited all that much, and it's just mainly gonna be unedited. And then I went back and I just started making like lots and lots of like cuts in the video, because I keep saying a lot, don't I? And sometimes I'm like 2 words into a sentence and I think of a different way to say it. So now I'm cutting all of those out, and I only just finished before the start of this stream. I was just exporting it, and then like my alarm rang and it told me like, prepare for a stream, and I was like, stream? What? Alright, I'm streaming today. So here we are. I did not forget about the stream. I did not. Hi Ryzen, how you doing? よし、というわけで早速やりましょう。So, alright, let's get started, I guess. Where were we last time? Right, okay, so we're using these brackets because they're speaking in English, right? So they're not speaking in Japanese, so that's to indicate that. And Denka is basically asking if they're gonna get married. There we go. There it is. Yeah, no. Why? Say, tell me why. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. いや、あれっすよ、殿下。結婚相手が冠城さんですよ、冠城さん。古今東西世界最高の女性ですよ。最高のシチュエーションで最高のプロポーズしたいじゃないですか。いやー、how do we translate this? I mean, you get it, right? Like, don't you get it? Alessio. So here is Alessio is like it's that, right? That thing, right? That thing. So there's the assumption that you know what it is, right? So here's another way to sort of rephrase it, like don't you get it? Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? So like that's 結婚相手は冠城さんですよ。This is 冠城さん we're talking about. 冠城さん。これ The 冠城さん。古今東西世界最高の女性ですよ。The best woman in the world. This is bad English, but I feel like it sort of fits, doesn't it? It sort of fits Sago's voice. He's like, yeah, this is like the best woman, the Kaburagi-san, right? The best woman of the... Add another one. The ultimate best woman in the world. just to get that that emotion across, right? 古今東西世界最高の女性ですよ。The world's best woman in all history, wherever you look, right? 最後のシチュエーションで最後のプロポーズしたいじゃないですか。Make it the best proposal ever with the best setup ever. I have to make it the best proposal ever with the best setup ever. そのために俺はじっくり準備をですね。いやー、これ言い訳か。毎日フライでも、したら魂が砕け散って。何これ投稿救援の彼方に吸い込まれ無に返す自信がある。I've been preparing for it all this time. No, I suppose that's an excuse. そのためのじっくり準備をですね。I've been thoroughly preparing. I think we don't need nah, it's fine. We don't need an effort. I've been preparing for it all this time. No, I suppose that's an excuse. 毎日フライでもしたら。1 in a million chance she says she rejects me. Know for a fact that my soul would shatter and be sucked into sucked into what? Sucked into eternity? 魂が砕け散って救援の彼方に吸い込まれる。So his soul would shatter and he would be sucked into eternity. What does it mean to be sucked into eternity? I'm not sure I understand what this actually means. Eternal hell or吸い込まれ無に返す and I would be devoid. I would return to nothing. 無に返す。I'm trying to think of a way to incorporate the word void. How do we take this description and translate it in a way that conveys the despair from being rejected by a girl that you like? I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never experienced it before. Not something to be proud of, maybe. My soul would shatter. Sucked away into eternity, leaving me in the void? How do you even use the word void when talking about being... You know what? Let's see if there's a way. Let's see if there's people who's translated before. Return to nothing, vanish in smoke, pass into nothingness. Something like that. Something like that, eh? Fading into nothingness. Yeah, sure. Fading or passing? Fading. Well, let's go passing. Since like to pass on, to die. I know for a fact that my soul will shatter and be sucked away into eternity. With me passing into nothingness. Right, okay, so here, 自信がある. So this is a pretty common thing in sentences in light novels where basically this directly translates to I have the confidence that the rest of the sentence would come true, that the rest of the sentence would be what it is. But when you translate it, you don't necessarily have to stick with this with saying that I am confident. You know, like for example here, I'm instead using I know for a fact. Right, so that's a little trick for you guys. There you go. 正直今の関係が心地よさすぎてプロポーズを待ってくれているらしい冠城さんに甘えて関係の変化を恐れて引き伸ばしている感はある。自分でも自覚がある。さっさと結婚しろ。さっさと結婚しろよっていうね。Imodian, thanks for dropping by. 正直 The truth is our current relationship is just too comfortable. I end up taking advantage of the fact that Kaburagi-san seems to be waiting for me. And so I am dragging things out. Because I'm afraid of our relationship changing. I'm aware of it myself. さっさと結婚しろよっていう。I really should. Honestly, I really should just get it. I really should get going. I really should move things on, you know. I know that I really should move things on. So 結婚 here is marriage, right? So さっさと結婚しろっていう。So it's like, but the question then becomes like, who is speaking this, right? Like, so this is in Japanese. So basically, this means like, yeah, just get married already, right? So, but that's something that someone else says to you, right? It's not something that you say to yourself, right? So so here we are maintaining the point of view, which is Sago talking to himself. So it's like, I could make it so like it's like get married already, right? It's like just get hitched already, right? So we could do it like this. Which is better? It's like just get hitched already, right? Honestly, I know that I really shouldn't move things on. You know what? Sure. Let's keep it like this. Why not? This is not too bad. Star, good morning. Hey, how are you doing? It's not morning for you, is it? It's evening for you, I think, right? Good evening to you. いや、だから分かってるんですよ、殿下。So, yes, I know, 殿下。でも、ねえ、新しい一歩を踏み出すってのは、なかなか勇気がいることですね。なんと説明したものか。So, だから分かってるんですよ。So, yes, I know that. But it's just, you know, but it's just, you know, let's add an ellipsis there for to convey this. 新しい一歩を踏み出すって、it takes courage, right? なかなか勇気がいるんですってね。It takes courage to. It takes, let's go, a lot of courage. Take that first step. Right? It takes a lot of courage to take that first step, right? なんと説明したものか。How can I explain this? How can I convey this? It's like, let's get things started. さっさと結婚しろって、let's get things started. Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna do it in this format, then I might as well make it closer to the source text and use the marriage thing. Might as well, anyways. So yeah, but do. 黙り込んでフォークで人参をいじりもにょもにょしている俺にルー殿下は身を乗り出しフォークごと手を包み込んで握りにっかり笑っていった。カムラギンと結婚しないなら私の結婚しようよ。いや、失礼。小娘が何をほざいていやがるという本音がつい口から出てしまった。So this is more like, huh? Alright. Seeing me fall silence and fiddling with my fork while muttering to myself. Rudenka leaned forward, grabbed my hand, enveloped my hand, fork and all, in her own, and smiled brightly. Right, and then we have to do this in this series. So whether you put a space between and after an M dash is entirely up to you. There's no correct rule for this. It's just you have to be consistent, basically, right? And in this series, the editor, so Kuma and me, we decided to all the way back then, we decided to have the space. And in the series, in the books that I do for J novel, the general style guide says to not have the space. So that's entirely up to you. And also it's sort of up to like there are different preferences for different media as well. right? For example, like when I'm doing subtitles for something, then obviously we would want the space, because otherwise, if there's no space like this, right? If there's no space, then this just becomes like one long single word. long man. No, that's not it. So here is fine because both words are 4 letters only, so it's not all that long, but sometimes you can get pretty long. So when you're doing subtitles, the preference is probably to add the space. So yeah, basically it's there are different preferences for different media, and each client may have a different style guide, and the key is just to stay consistent, basically. That's it. If you're not going to marry Kaburagi, then marry me. Excuse me. So again, there are these sort of like vocalizations in Japanese that you can't really translate into English, can you? This is basically like ha, like a sort of like an insulted ha. So I translate it with swear words, basically. Sometimes swear words is a good way to convey emotion in English. 小娘が何をほざいてやがるという本音がつい口から出てしまう。What the fuck is this? Komusume. This is little girl. Is there a way to make her sound even adolescent female? Who uses adolescent female? I mean, it's correct. It's the fuck is this adolescent female talking about? Little girl? Young girl. Not helpful. Not helpful. Not helpful at all. Here we go. So we need one that's you know what? Let's leave it at that. Let's leave that at that. Teen girl. Teen girl is not necessarily better, Mirulo. The fuck is this teen girl smoking? So obviously, source text did not say smoking. It's like nani hozaiteru. Hozaiteru means right, like what bullshit are you saying? Basically, it's the equivalent, or it's a synonym. Yeah, it's a synonym for to say, but in a derogatory way. So like someone is saying something that is stupid, that is ridiculous. So it's sort of like, what is she on about, or like what bullshit is she saying? So you know what? it sort of gets the meaning across a bit better. if it's I feel like this sort of just creative freedom, whatever. 空気を読めない電気は幸い、語調の乱れに気づかなかったらしい。我の手をにぎにぎしながら言葉を続ける。Thankfully, she was bad at reading social cues. She continued speaking whileもにもに、にぎにぎ、にぎにぎしながら。How to translate nigi nigi? Nigi nigi is sort of like you take someone's hand and you what's the word for it? Nigi nigi. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. No. What's the word? Like, okay, like, so if you have a cat and then the cat has a paw, there's a thing at the bottom of the paw and it's squishy. So you squish it, right? Yes, okay. Softly squishing my hand. We want to clarify that it's not like she's not like crushing it. She's squishing it. She's softly squishing it. Nigi, nigi, nigi. Okay? Honestly, it's like sometimes words just escape me. And then I have to play this word association game. Sometimes it gets pretty bad. 私もね、そろそろ結婚しないとダメだから。I have to get married pretty soon too. 年齢がね、王族だし。What with my age and I'm royalty? What with my age and me being royalty? それで誰がいいかなって考えたらね、やっぱり作業がいいかなって思ってね。佐賀はカプラギ愛してるからダメかなと思ったんだけど、結婚しないってことは別に愛してないってことなんでしょ。ねえ、私の結婚しやよ。私、佐賀の愛のこと愛してるよ。佐賀も私のこと愛してるんでしょ。Oh, talk about stirring up shit. So, I was thinking who would be good, and I thought of you. サンゴはカブラギを愛してるから。I thought you were in love with カブラギ. So I was like, but then I thought no, because I thought you were in love with Kaburagi. But if you're not marrying her, not going to marry her, then that means you don't really love her, right? ねえ、私と結婚しやいや。So, marry me. I love you, son. You love me too, don't you? Look at this. Look at this fucking asshole. Look at this fucking asshole. She's asking this in front of Sago and in front of Kaburagi. Lovely, lovely. I love this. ティアラを傾く。いただく。ティアラをいただく殿下のブラウンの髪がさらりと揺れて澄んだ引き眼がまっすぐ俺の目を覗き込む。Blue eyes 壁眼、brown hair, tiara, top, brown hair, slid down. Do you say hair slides down? Do you say slide for hair? I wouldn't know because I'm not a girl. I'm a guy and I have super short hair. Like my hair, like whenever I go to the barber, I ask the barber to cut it until there's like 4 mm left, basically. I had a bit of time where I had trouble knowing what to tell them because I don't know the name of hairstyles, right? And basically all I want is for them to just cut it short. So like first I messed up one time because I told them okay, leave like 2 mm because I didn't know jack shit. I just wanted it short. I just randomly said 2 mm. So they're like, you sure? And I was like, yeah, sure. Because I mean, I don't know. Because I don't know how much it actually is. So I'm just like, just do it. Just do it, whatever. And 2 mm was basically bald. So I basically looked like a monk for like a month or two. And of course, I immediately, like after it was done and I went home and looked in the mirror, I was like, what the fucking hell? And so first thing I did was take pictures and send it to my friends. But yeah, after sort of doing it a few times, now I've figured out that 4 mm is sort of what I'm gonna tell barbers all the time. So yeah, that's it. Ever think of growing it out? So I have before. Okay, so I have this weird thing where like I don't know if I've never talked to anyone who understands this. Everybody just thinks I'm weird for it. But like when I grow my hair longer, it sort of like traps the heat close to my head and I get sleepy so easy. I don't know, and nobody seems to understand this. I don't know why. Like I get super sleepy super easily when my hair grows out. So it doesn't work for me. It just doesn't. But that said, when I was in high school, I did go through a phase where I tried to grow it out, and the hair came all the way down below my eyebrows, and and I just kept flicking it with my hair. I kept like flicking it again and again, and I thought I looked cool. So bullshit. I took one picture for my passport. So one of my old passports, that's the only photo that was taken of me with that hairstyle in high school, with like a longer sort of slightly emo hairstyle, and I thought I was cool. But no, after that I've just like, because it was so bad though, because of that, like, okay, the reason I kept flicking is the front hair kept stabbing my eyes, or at least it kept stabbing like the area above my eyes and everything. It just kept stabbing. It got so annoying. It annoyed me so much, so I kept flicking it until I gained a tick where I would just flick my head even for no reason. Even after I cut the hair off, I had a tick where I just kept flicking my head. So thankfully I don't have that anymore. It's gone now, thankfully. But it just doesn't work for me. Long hairstyle. Oh, I get that. It's like a nice warm feeling. See, it's nice. It's warm, but I don't want it to be warm. I want to stay awake. I have so much work to do. I don't want to be sleepy. So no, I keep it short. Yeah. Did you also shave your eyebrows to complete the look? No. No. I mean, look. Okay, monks have eyebrows, right? They just don't have hair, right? That's. I mean, not that I'm saying I was aiming for a monk look, but anyways. So yes, there we go. Nenka's tiara-topped brown hair slid down as her blue eyes looked straight. So, beautiful blue eyes looked straight into mine. 香水のいい匂いが鼻をくすぐり、逃げられた手の柔らかさと温かさがダイレクトに伝わってきた。1年分の愛という言葉を30秒で聞き尽くした気がする。1年分の愛。何これ？What is this? A year's worth of love. Comic Shimoa. So this is the name of a famous manga, is it? Anyways. Her nice perfume. Gently take over my nose, and the warmth from her hand I felt the warmth of her hand directly on my skin. You know what? Let's combine these two, even though they're separated in source text. It's fine to combine it, I feel like, because we're just basically just talking about Denka here. 1年分の愛という言葉を30秒で聞き尽くした気がする。I felt like I had just heard a year's worth of love packed into 30 seconds. Given word. Put into words and packed into 30 seconds. Felt like I had just heard a year's worth of love put into words and packed into 30 seconds. Something like that. I feel like this is a reference, but I honestly can't tell what it is. What is this? A year's worth of love letters by the numbers. No, I don't understand. That's fine. I'll leave it. I will leave it. I want to talk about perfume a little bit, man. What do you guys think about perfume? Cause I can't handle it at all. At all. I don't like perfume. It makes me sneeze. I'm gonna like first I don't sweat so much. Well, let me say that again. So I sweat a lot in summer, but at least I feel like my sweat doesn't stink that much. It doesn't really stink, and it dries pretty soon. So I don't really use like cologne or anything like that. And my sister also doesn't really use all that much perfume. She basically doesn't. And but there was this one time where like we got cockroaches in our house, and she had heard from somebody through the internet or something that essential oils, that cockroaches hate essential oils. And so I think I've told this story before. She bought a whole pack of them. There were 8 of them, like all different flavors and whatever. And somehow she got it in her brilliant mind that like, hey, cockroaches don't like the smell of essential oils, right? So, hey, let's put all of them together and, and put them into the infuser. It was 8 different smells all put together. It smells so bad. And like the smell leaked into the hallway, into like the elevator. Like, cause we live like pretty high up, we live in an apartment, right? So like the smell went out of the house, it went all the way into the elevator lobby and just stayed there for like a week or so. After only one night of doing this, it was so bad. But okay, usually it's not that bad, right? Usually it's just like one person with one perfume, right? But it's generally I don't like perfume. Like I'm able to appreciate. I'll be like, oh, that smells nice, but I'll be like, okay, can you stop now? Even though I know that's not how it works. I know that's not how it works. I would be able to appreciate it. I'll be like, okay, that smells nice, but if I smell this for like 3 more seconds, I'm probably gonna sneeze. All of them or some of them, pretty much all the ones that I've met, that I've encountered so far. I can't do perfume. Like if I don't know, it might just be because I haven't like encountered like a good one or something. Okay, in the first place, I don't really meet that many girls. I don't have that many friends who are girls, so that's not a thing. The friends that I do have, they don't put perfume on when we meet because we're casual friends, right? We're friends from way back, right? So there's no need for that. So I don't really encounter all that much perfume, honestly. So it's not really something I'm interested in exploring or getting into or getting to know more of. But whatever. Yeah. I've always associated perfume with old ladies and strippers. How do you know strippers put them on? Have you met strippers? I've never met a stripper that I know. But old ladies, yes, they do that too. Yeah. What about natural oils? Some have a nice aroma and are good for you. I don't know anything about natural oils either. Essential oils, natural oils, I don't know anything about that. Just shit off. No idea. All I have is like a thing to clear the air in the toilet. That's all I have. And the one that I have is matcha is matcha smell. But that's all. That is all. I mean, can't be bothered. That's the whole thing. I mean, apparently it like relaxes you and shit, but like I never look to relax myself. Who looks to relax themselves? What do you do? This is the same issue that I have with taking rests, right? Like why would you do that? When do people relax themselves? What do? You put on the nice smell, you put on the music, and you just sit there, or what? I don't know, man. I don't understand. Anyways, it's just something that's completely unrelated to my life. I don't like the strong ones, but I admit their importance. We humans choose our partners by smell, after all. The reason we have hair in our armpits is increased smell. Perfume doesn't make that better. Really? Okay, well, alright, if you say so. I mean, okay. I mean, I don't have a partner, so I wouldn't know. よし、次行きます。そうがびっくりするほどドキドキしない。However, even I was surprised at how completely untouched However, to my surprise, I felt nothing at all hearing those words. To my complete surprise. ドキドキしない理由を冷静に分析する余裕すらある。Even have the presence of mind to calmly analyze why I felt nothing. First, まず、ルーデン家は女王と一位に美貌を、兼ね備えた文句なしの美少女だが、隣に冠城さんがいるとどうあがいても霞む。Although Rudenka was queen and had the status of a queen. Was a queen and had absolutely was an incredibly cute girl when she sat next to Kaburagi-san. When she sat next to Kaburagi-san, she overshadowed there was just no helping the fact that she paled a little in comparison when sitting next to Kaburagi-san. First, although Rudenka was a queen and was an incredibly cute girl, there was just no helping the fact that she paled a little in comparison when sitting next to Kaburagi-san. Not played. I played. Google! What are you doing? My friend had a girlfriend who liked perfumes. We learned the importance of asking the store clerk because she told us the one he picked out as a present was for grandmas. Rookie mistake. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Is there a difference? Okay, no, I'm sure there's a difference, right? I'm sure there's a difference. That's literally what you're saying right now. I honestly wouldn't know the difference either, so that is true. Yes, ask the ask the clerk. But hold on. Isn't it different stores that sell perfumes for different kinds of people? Or like, is it like the same store that sells perfume for girls, for adult women, and then for grandmas also? Is it? I don't know, man. I don't know any of this shit. I don't know. Whatever. This is looking like a really nice story. It is, Demon. But this is volume 6. It's a start of volume 6. So it is volume 6. There are 5 volumes previously. And if you're interested, the first 2 volumes I did officially, like it's actually published, so you can pick it up in the description of the video. Sorry, just doing a little plugging. So the first 2 volumes are for sale, and then after that, volumes 3 and onwards you can read for completely for free on my website, which the link is also in the video description. All right, plug over. Yeah, I didn't understand it. There's Old Smells and then there's Lady Gaga. It seems to be the same place. Well, is Lady Gaga a smell? I don't understand either. Okay, moving on. まず、もう一つはルーデンカが言っている Love という言葉から子供が家族に言うようなニュアンスしか感じないことだ。愛してると言っているが、私、大きくなったらお父さんと結婚するくらいにしか思っていないだろう。Love と好きの区別がついていない。The other second. When Rudenka said love, I could only hear it only came across with the nuance of a child saying I love you to their parents. 愛しているとは言っているが、私、It was only on the same It was the same as a little girl I want to marry you. Daddy, I want to marry you. And I grow up. In other words, she was not too immature to differentiate between love and like. Like this comes up pretty often in Japanese media where like little girl characters would go to their daddy and go like, お父さん、大きくなったらお父さんと結婚する. Like this comes up pretty often in Japanese media, but I feel like it just doesn't really happen, does it? One little girl would say this. What's on earth? At least it doesn't happen in the West. In the West, does it? This is not a thing, is it? Honestly, I don't know if it actually happens in Japan either. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a manga thing. How old is Rudenka? She is 18, I think. Yeah, I think she is around 18. Yes. But she's a bit of an airhead, basically. She's not all too bright. So she's 18, but she's a bit immature for an 18-year-old.試しに手を握り返し、唇に近づけてみたが、殿下不思議そうにきょとんとしている。これはやっぱりお子様だね。ルデンが頭の出来が小学生なのだ。知ってた。As a test, I grabbed her hands back and brought my lips close to hers, but she just looked confused. She's not exactly confused, just fushigi, like, what are you doing? Looked baffled. Yep. これやっぱりお子様ですね。Just a child after all. Rudenka's mental maturity is equal. Is basically that of a elementary. I knew it. I already knew that. Rudenga's mental maturity is basically that of in terms of mental maturity, mentally, Rudenka is basically an elementary kid. I really knew that. Yep. There we go. I'm sorry to sidetrack, but I got a fun question for you. Out of all the books you have translated, do you have a favorite one? Like one you couldn't wait to see how it ended? That's a good question, but like honestly, all the series I translate, I love. And this is another thing, all the series I translate, I've read to the latest chapter in the web novel. You do not underestimate me. Right? So what series have I done, right? This is one thing that I would love to talk about. This is one thing I'm super happy to talk about, right? So one is, so this is Hangire, this is Secret Org, so this is literally what we're working on right now. And it goes all the way to the final volume. So this is volume 7, there are 3 volume 7s. But this is the final volume, volume 8, done. Read it all. Boom. Right? And then what else? So right now I'm currently translating Hell Mode. So we're currently in volume 2. So that's volume 1, and then this is volume 2. So we're currently translating volume 2. But boy, look at all this. It goes all the way to volume 9. So I haven't started the new one because I'd like to read an entire volume at once. But I have finished all the way to volume 8. All of it. Boom. Done. What else? Black Summoner. This is Black Summoner. So right now we're at volume 7. Right? But here, You see, the story's ended. This is an after story. So I don't know if this is ever gonna get published. But this is after story. This is what happens after the main story. So this is the main story. It's done. Boom. Read it all. And then also there's one more which I am not working on at the moment. Dungeon Busters. I really hope to get back to it, but I'm not good enough to do 3 series at the same time, basically. But so we finished volume 2 for that. Volume 3 got okay, I'm not gonna talk about that, but like, okay, there's volume 4. It hasn't updated in quite a while. I think I've pretty much read all of this up to the most recent part, and that's volume 4. So basically, all the ones that I've done before, I've read to the latest. I read a lot of light novels, man. Well, web novels, basically. I read too much of them, so I really don't have much time to read them. So now, basically, I read them only like first, when I get lunch and dinner, I go pick it up myself. So I order it on a phone app, and I don't have it delivered because to have it delivered is more expensive. It's like total, including delivery fee, it's about 50% more. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So I like to go pick it up myself. It's sort of also my like little exercise for the day. It's not too much. It's just a little bit. I go walk. It's about like 5 minutes to 5 minutes back. Sometimes it's a bit more, but whatever. So it's when I walk that I read the light novel. So it's not too much, but I have a little bit of reading time, and that's when I read the novels and stuff. Now I'm going back and reading No Game No Life because volume 11 is coming out soon, and so I'm so excited for that. So I'm going back and rereading it from volume 1. I'm almost done with volume 1. But yeah, basically that's what I do. Yee! Oh, I like Helma. It's been great so far. Yay! Thank you for liking it. Yay! It is a fun one. It's so fun. Like I saying this everywhere I go, but it's Hell Mode is basically Ragnarok Online and Mushoku Tensei combined together, and both are absolutely awesome things. So I keep saying this. This is my go-to sales pitch for it because both of those things mean like good things in my mind. But yeah. Alright, but then like after I finished reading No Game No Life Volume 1 again, I'm not gonna move on to Volume 2 because I have to go back and read Volume 1 of the Wheel of Time series. Oh my god! Do you guys know the Wheel of Time written by Robert Jordan? That series? Amazon the first episode is Amazon is making a show of the series, and the first episode is airing sometime in November. That series is so good. I'm looking forward to it so much. Like I grew up reading Wheel of Time. Like literally in my mind, if I think best fantasy series in English ever, Wheel of Time. Fuck yeah. So I'm super excited for the show. So to prepare for the show, I'm gonna reread Volume 1 of The Wheel of Time, and then after that I'll go back and and resume reading No Game No Life. But like The Wheel of Time, the show, like I read an article. My sister sent it to me because she also really loves the series. She sent an article. It was a GQ or something that talked about how like the Game of Thrones, like the first episode cost like $6 million, but like the first episode of The Wheel of Time that Amazon is doing now, they just went big and they just splurged, and it's like $10 million for the first episode. They built an entire fucking village and they burned it all to the fucking ground for the next episode. It's like the scale is absolutely nuts. So I'm really excited for it. I'm super excited for it. If you're starting The Wheel of Time from Volume 1, that might take a while. So I'm only gonna read Volume 1. I'm not gonna read the rest because the first season, I don't expect the first season to finish more than one volume. But yes, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Woo! So yes, I am enjoying my life very much. Thank you for asking. Yep. Okay. 頭の出来が、OK。サガさん、そのキスはちょっと待ってくれないかしら。サガさん Hold on to that. ちょっと待ってくれない。そのキスはちょっと待ってくれないかしら。I'm looking forward to it then. Yes, please do. I mean, like, I don't know. These things, like, it's when you get your expectations up and then they don't meet it, then it's just like, oh, fucking hell, this is shit. But I don't know, man. I just can't help but get my expectations up for the show. It's sort of like how it was for the Netflix The Witcher show, right? I mean, honestly, it was pretty good. Gerald, or I forgot what his name. Henry Cavill did a pretty good job with Gerald. So I was pretty happy with the Witcher show. So it's making me get my hopes up a little bit for the Wheel of Time series. I can talk all day about the Wheel of Time. Okay, そのキスはちょっと待ってくれないかしら。Can you how should we word this? Hold on to that kiss. That doesn't really make sense, does it? How do you hold on to that kiss to a kiss? そのキスはちょっと待ってくれないかしら。Stop. I can just go. Saga-san, stop. I mean, I can just do this, but it doesn't really go into detail, does it? そのキスをちょっと待って。Can you hold on? The only way I can think of the phrases is, can you hold on to that kiss? But it doesn't make sense. Can you put a break on that kiss? Stop it with that. No, that doesn't work. Can you break? Hit the brakes. Now I'm going weird. Now I'm thinking I'm going in a very weird direction. I think I'll just leave it as stop. I'll just leave it as stop. いやー、これは別にそういうのじゃ。This isn't what it seems. This isn't what you think. This isn't whatever. So we'll cut it off there. 別にそういうのじゃ。And it actually is cut off even though there's no M dash here. So we'll cut it off here. Transformers, more than meets the eye. It goes so low. More than meets the eye. Such a stupid song. If you played the game and then saw the show, it was weird to get used to it. But the show by itself was really good. Of course, I played the game. I played the shit out of that game. Well, I mean, I played the game normally. If I say I played the shit out of the game, it makes it sound like I played the game multiple times, which I did not. I only played it through once. It was a good game, very good game. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, I saw like reaction videos and stuff talking about how like, whoa, magic seems so. Gerald's Geralt's magic seems so powerful in the show, even though it's so it's nothing. It's very, even though the scale is much smaller in the game and all that stuff. I mean, as a show itself, it was pretty good. So I'm pretty satisfied. But I'm not a very picky watcher. Maybe I am though. I don't know. But probably best not to generalize myself. But yeah. 冠城さんがゆっくりと優しく、しかし有無を言わせない力を込めて私の殿下の手を引き剥がし、身を乗り出していた殿下の肩つかみ、椅子に座り直させた。言葉は穏やかだが、目が笑っていない。顔も笑っていない。怖い。冠城さん。Gently but firmly separated Denka and my hands. Gently but firmly. Kaburagi-san separated Denka's and my hands in a gentle way that also yet firm way that brought no resistance. Then place a hand on Denka's shoulder and pushed her back into her seat. Pulled her back into her seat. Yep, there we go. That works. So the difference here is, okay, first of all, the sentence starts with Kaburagi-san, right? Kaburagi-san, Kaburagi-san, it starts there. Ga yukkuri to yasashiku. However, this is the adverb for how the separating went, right? So this is like slowly and softly, or gently, whatever. So my first thought was to do it like the source text, right? Kaburagi-san gently but firmly separated our hands, right? But which would work if the sentence was just by itself like this, right? But it continues, especially because しかし有無を言わせない力を込めて. So this is like with a strength that broke no resistance. Right? This is further detail, and it's hard to add further detail as an adverb, like in here, right? It just gets really bulky and confusing because this is all stuff that the reader would have to keep in mind before they read what the actual action is. So not ideal. So instead, what I did is I took the adverbs out. And I did the action first, right? And then I described it, right? So by putting it behind the action verb, then now you basically are free to make this as long as you want, right? I mean within reason, right? But yep. So that's what we did there. And then the rest is just like it's basically a different clause altogether, so you don't really have to worry about it in the context of the sentence prior. So there we go. That's what we did. Woo. Cease and desist. What? You see two people when you see two people about to kiss, is that the first thing that you say? Cease and desist. Stop. You have violated the law. Is it hard to keep the same emotional impact so that the English readers can feel the same? Well, I mean, it takes effort, but I mean that's the whole part of that's the whole point of translating, right? It's part of what translating is, right? Translating is not just like counter words. This is the words. This is word, and this is calm, okay, or whatever, and this is I and laugh. So it's not just putting the words as is, right? You have to think about the way you order the words, and also sometimes you have to think about the way that you present the words. So for example, like you see all these different definitions for odeaka, and then so you have to choose the most appropriate one. So it's you have to the act of choosing the appropriate one is also goes towards the attempt at conveying the feeling of the source text. So it's part of it. And sometimes it's pretty hard. Sometimes it is pretty annoying. I mean, in this stream alone, you've seen me make a lot of reword. You see me reword a lot of different things. You see me add little things in a sentence that wasn't in the source text, and you see me sort of like change things entirely. For example, this one that we talked about, like Sago-san, そのキスはちょっと待ってくれないかしら. But here I'm just like, Sago-san, stop. It's part of it, but yes. Sometimes I am just crossing my arms and going like, and hopefully it doesn't last so long. Sometimes it lasts really long. I don't like it, but it is what it is. 言葉は穏やかだが目が笑っていない。顔も笑っていない。怖い。Although she sounded gentle, she sounded calm. Her eyes did not look amused. In fact, we're not laughing. Is this a thing in English? Laughing with your eyes. Okay, it looks like it is sort of a thing in English, isn't it? If someone happened to be in a comical situation, meriting playful laughter, but where it was not appropriate to engage in such behavior, people could laugh with their eyes. Why do people always laugh at me? Why do people laugh at me? I mean, I'm not making fun of you. No, I'm trying. Don't forget about it. Maybe not in the. So maybe this doesn't mean what it means in English. Her eyes were not laughing. Is this a thing in English where you say like, okay, like someone is smiling, but that's because that's a front, and then like you look at the eyes and you realize they're not really smiling. And so that's what this phrase means, like her eyes were not laughing. Is that a thing in English? I don't know. You try to convey the feeling of referring to someone as an adolescent female. Honestly, no idea where anyone is ever gonna use adolescent female. Unless if it was like a science paper. If it's a science paper, then I understand it. A scientific paper, then I understand. The proportion of like 50% of the sample size preferred bubble tea over pizza or something. I don't know. And as it turns out, maybe like 70% of the respondents that chose bubble tea were adolescent females. It could be something like that. that was my attempt at thinking of a scientific topic, which is not very scientific at all. I've read the term laughing with your eyes in other translations before. I assume it's a normal thing in translations. I mean, it's a saying in Japanese, and so I can see other translators just translating it as is. But yeah, I'll just leave it there. I'm not too bothered. I'm above it. I'm not bothered. Are you above it? I'm not bothered. In fact, her face wasn't smiling either. Go on. She's scaring me. Have you guys seen the clip? I don't watch Doctor Who. I've never watched Doctor Who, but I've seen the clip where like what's the name of the doctor and Catherine Tate, the doctor 10, what's the name? Tennant, David Tennant. Yes, there's a clip of David Tennant and Catherine Tate in a sort of an English class setting, and then like Catherine Tate gives this like amazing performance. It's hilarious. I can't understand half of what she's saying because it's an Irish accent for some reason. It's hilarious. Look it up. Like, are you bothered? This one. I highly recommend that you watch it. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna play it on stream because of copyright and all that. I highly recommend you watch it. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. And one part of it is I'm not bothered. Are you bothered? And she just keeps saying bothered, like bothered instead of bothered. It's hilarious. Anyways.ねえ、私は確かに佐藤さんのプロポーズを待つとは言ったわ。でもそれは他の女に取られるのを待つという意味ではないのよ。すみません。ふざけてるの？私にはキスするふりもしてくれないのに。私だって嫉妬するのよ。いい加減にして。oh shit. I know I said I'd wait for you to propose, but I didn't mean I'd wait for you to be stolen away. By someone else. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.ふざけるの? So I always have trouble with ふざけて. Are you fucking with me? Is obviously the wrong voice to do here. You know what? Are you trying to make me angry? You've never even pretended like you were going to kiss me. 私だって嫉妬するのよ。Even I get jealous. いい加減にして。Can you knock this off? Are you trying to make me angry? You've never even pretended like you were going to kiss me. Even I get jealous, okay? Even I get jealous. Give me a break. How? いい加減にして。Can you knock it off? How do you think it would make me feel? I mean, that doesn't work because she just said she gets jealous. Let's ask Google Sensei. Google Sensei, 教えて. Enough already. Give me a break. Cut it out. Something like that. Doctor Who is a nice show, but not bothered. やっべえ、カブライさんめっちゃ怒ってる。Shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck me. Oh shit. Really angry. いつも通りの落ち着いた声なのが怖すぎる。怒鳴ってくれた方がまだマシだ。Even scarier. That. The fact that she's using her usual tone. Makes it that much scarier. I would rather she just yelled at me. Have you ever had someone that's angry at you who uses their normal tone and it feels scary? I mean, like this happens often in manga and stuff, right? Like the whole the Hanya thing, right? Like Hanya anime mask. There's what was that? Was it Sekiro? No, it's Sekire. Mia, right? There's this thing where in anime they keep smiling but then it's scary. It's oh, scary. Has this actually happened to you in real life? Because I don't think it has happened to me in real life. I mean, then again, I haven't gotten that many people pissed off at me. in real life. At least to my face. I mean, I did fuck up a lot when I was young. Okay, when I was a kid. But that's. But then, like my parents would normally just yell at me, right? Like normally. There's no this like using the usual calm tone or anything, right? Like my dad had, he would slap me. He would we had feather dusters for those, right? Like we had a feather duster. And that's basically just for hitting us with my sister and me. Because a feather duster. Look. The other end of it, especially something like this, right? The other end of it, inside is a metal rod. So you can use. So he would hold it here, and then he would hit us with this part. Okay, so it would hurt a little bit, right? So that's a thing that he used. I seem to remember that it broke once, and like before he could buy a new one, like my sister or me did something bad again, so he had to hit us, and so he just grabbed a coat hanger. So because again, in a coat hanger, so sort of this kind, right? Like if you bend it, so this is also sort of metal, so you can also just use this, so that works too. So we had that. So yeah, it was. Yeah, we would get properly scolded, we would get like hit and stuff, but it's none of this. I don't think I've ever seen this happen in real life. Have you ever heard of the saying, "It's the quiet one you need to look out for"? There's a reason why that saying was made. I mean, yeah, I know that's a thing, but it's sort of more like what they would do to you, isn't it? I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't have too much experience being yelled at, and not that I want to. I'm pretty scared. I'm a pretty big scaredy cat. I'm very scared of people yelling at me, honestly. Even though I don't really get yelled at all that much anymore. I mean, like, I don't really get yelled at anymore. I haven't gotten yelled at in like years now. I mean, yeah. Anyways, moving on. I relate. My parents broke the plastic and bent the aluminum rod. See? Yeah, that's what they do. You need that shit, man. They did that with a wooden back scratcher. But that's wood. That's wood. That's not good enough, man. Wood would break, man. Yeah, because it's just wood. Wood would just break. No. You need actual proper metal for it. You need proper metal. What are we talking about? Stick gang. Don't make a gang out of this, man. Don't make a gang. I'm not sure you want to make a gang out of this. It's not really something you want to make a gang out of. ごめん、私日本語わからないから。ごめん、私日本語わからないから。二人で何喋ってるの？内緒の話みたいでなんだかワクワク。なんだかワクワク is missing the last ku. So just another cut off sentence. Sorry, I don't understand Japanese. What are you two saying? What are you two talking about? 内緒の話みたいでなんだかワクワク。It seems like you're having a secret conversation. Wood is actually pretty durable, assuming it's thick enough. Really? If someone arrived at the chat now, he would be up to an awkward misunderstanding. Hey, new person, we're talking about what your dad used to hit you when you were young. What? Your dad didn't hit you? Get out of here. It seems so fun. Like you're having a secret conversation. Denka. Hmm? Yeah? 今すぐ黙ってください。私は今とても怒っています。Please. Be quiet. I am now very angry. わかった。口にチャック。OK。ガチキレー。こんなカムライズ初めて見るぞ。My first time meeting カムラギさん。I like how the BGM is basically lo-fi elevator music. Welcome. Hold on. Let me put on the echo. Welcome to the Pain Gang. We have felt Dad's punishment in the past and still remember it. 意味ね。It's so pointless. We might finish today. Oh, we might finish today. We're making pretty good progress. I like that. Hey. 佐賀さんが言うつもりがないなら私から言うわ。少し待ってちょうだい。佐賀さんに愛してます。結婚してくださいって言う準備をするから。Oh, if you won't say it, Sago-san, then I will. Give me a moment. Ready, my son. And I'll say it. I'll say, Sago-san, love you, marry me. I really will. So obviously, okay, so this is not in the source text, and but this is one of those examples where I'm adding like a small thing to sort of convey the thing, right? 佐賀さんに愛してます。結婚してくださいっていう準備をするから。So like, I will say, 佐賀さん, I love you, marry me. So this is sort of to drive it home, right? I really will say it. Like, if you're not gonna say it and you're gonna pull the shit on me, I will say it. I'm not waiting for you anymore. I like this woman. I really do like this woman. カブラギさんがワインを飲み干し、テーブルに叩きつけ、展望ガラスに映った自分を見て、髪型と服を整え始めた。カブラギさん downed the rest of her wine glass. slammed the glass on the table. Then turned to look at her reflection in the tembo glass. Let's a glass wall. And began fixing her hair and clothes. いや、準備宣言の時点でほとんどプロポーズ完了してるじゃないですか。怒りすぎて混乱してるよ。I mean, you basically already did the proposal when you declared you would do it. She's so angry. Confused. She's gone all confused. So, confused is not quite the right word here. She's so angry. She doesn't know what she's saying anymore. ダメだろ。これはダメだろ。散々待たせてじらした挙句に相手に告白させるなんてクズすぎるだろ。ロマンチックとかシチュエーションとか言ってる場合じゃねえ。This is bad. This can't do. This won't do. This seriously. This is seriously bad. San々待たせてじらした。Made her wait this long. Jiras. What's that word? Like you pull someone along? String someone along. Right. What does it mean to string someone along? Right? Yep, okay. Strung her along all this time just to have her propose to, just to have her do the proposal? That's just クズすぎる。You can't get lower than this. That's just being an asshole. That's way too shitty a thing to do. No, that's too stiff. So pulling my strings means something else. Okay, if you're pulling someone's strings, it means you're forcing them to do something. For example, I pull some strings with the dean to get full score on my test. I don't know why all my example sentences all sound so bad. I don't know why. I think like a more normal person would have come up with something like, oh yeah, for example, like I pulled some strings with my friend to get a seat at this nice restaurant. But the first thing that came to my mind is I pulled some strings to get a good score. That's extortion. That's so bad. What is wrong with me? Yo. Anyways. クズすぎる。Scummy. That's just way too. Yeah. Talk about hung up on things like making it romantic or arranging the perfect setup. Okay. Kaburagi-san! Right, like that. 俺は言われる前に言った。I have to say this before she says it to me. I have to say this first. 思ったより大きな声が出て展望フロア全域に響き渡り、雑談が消え静まり返る。しまったー。全部のテーブルの人たちが俺の方見てやがる。こっち見てんな、いつもの人です。この状況、ここで言うの。いやー、言うしかね。My voice ended up being louder than I had expected. It reverberated throughout the entire floor, entire restaurant, and all chatter died down. No, I fucked it up. God damn. So fucking embarrassing. All the tables, all the other customers are looking my way. こっちみんな見せ物じゃねえぞ。Fucking look. Don't look at me. This ain't a show. A goddamn show. Wait. I have to do it now under these circumstances? Here? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, 言うしかねえ。I have no choice. So the yeah is sort of like, no, I have to do it now. But it doesn't make sense because the question prior is not a no. Right? So either we can change this to a yes, and then we have to sort of like make it flow better, or we can change the question here. If we change the question, it would be like, under these circumstances, can I do it another? So we could do that, right? We could do that. Otherwise, it would be like, yes, you fucktard, I have to say it now. I prefer this. Yes, because it sort of conveys better that he faltered a little bit. He got a little bit cowardly, and then he's like, no, I have to say it now. So I feel like I like this better than the other option of going with the yes. 愛してます。聞かせてください。I love you. Please marry me. I love doing this. They should have done this ages ago, honestly. These two, man. These two should have just done it ages ago. Has it ever happened to you before where like you're just about to say something stupid and then like for some reason the entire rest of the room falls silent like exactly right before you say something that's stupid, and it's like everybody hears you say that stupid thing? Has that ever happened to you before? Because that's happened to me, but I don't remember. I don't have any specific memories of when it's happened. I don't remember exactly when it happened before, but I remember it's happened to me before, and I was like, what? Why did you guys fall silent? What the fuck? But I wish I remember a story. It would make for a fun story. But like yeah, no, none of that. カブラギさんが食い気味に答え、一瞬でテーブルを迂回して俺に飛びつくように抱きついた。食い気味。Give it to me. 食い気味。英語。食い気味に話す人はいくつか表現が考えられますが、 妨害する人や食い気味で話す人。なるほどね。食い気味。Very excited, strong interest. So she almost, let's put it as the first definition, which is like she almost overlapped, so she almost interrupted him. Overlapped. She circled around the table and leaped into my arms. Rudenka successfully pushed him into it. I know, right? I know, right? So honestly, it's all thanks to Rudenka that this is working out. So good on her, pretty much. You ever say something without thinking, like your mouth is moving before your brain can register? Demon, have you been watching this stream? That happens with me all the time. Haven't you heard me sort of try to say something and then reword myself and then try to say something again? It's all the time, man. Everybody does it, don't they? Who doesn't do it? I've heard of people who like they do this thing where like they think over a sentence first before they say it, and I'm like, how do you do that? What is whoa? Like whoa, how do I don't know, man. I think most people don't do that, so most people would say something and then they would sort of struggle for a way to finish the sentence. 俺は今まで一番強く抱きしめてくる、カブラギさんを同じぐらい強く、抱擁した。頭がどうにかなりそうだった。さんさん気をもんで準備をして考えて、しかし終わってみれば朝。あっという間のほんの数秒のプロポーズだった。I returned. She hugged me. She hugged me the strongest she had ever done. I don't know about this one, man. I don't know about this one. Seems like I just walked into the best part of the translation today. Good morning. I'm also a person who thinks of their sentence before saying, you do? Really? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Things just come out of my mouth, man, honestly. Hey Penguin, we're about to finish the chapter. Honestly, yes. Hi Penguin, thank you for dropping by. But as you see, we are almost done with the chapter. Sorry. But anyways, let's keep going. So today's stream is gonna end early, basically. Unless if you guys want to do like done after this, but anyways, yeah. All right, let's get back to this. So she hugged me the strongest. How do you talk? How do you describe a hug? How do you describe how strong? Do you say how strong a hug is? Like a hug is very like she hugged me strongly. No, there's something very wrong with that sentence. She hugged me. So like gingerly could be a thing. Like so it was a hug. It was a ginger hug. That means like they weren't sure if they could like go all the way. It could be an awkward hug, which is understandable. It could be an air hug, which is like the hug where the person where like the guy doesn't dare to touch the woman's shoulders. It could be but how do you describe how much strength you put into a hug? She put the most strength into the hug than she had ever done. A tight hug. I like that. I like that very much. Gave me the tightest hug she had ever done. She hugged me the hardest. Maybe this. And I returned. Something like that, maybe? しかし、頭がどうにかなりそう。どうにかなりそう。I was about to go crazy. Fretted about this. I had fretted so much about this. もんで準備をして prepared. Prepared for it. Done. So much preparation for this. Fretted over. しかし終わってみればあっさり。Came to the when it actually happened, it was over. Easily and in such a short time. Blinked. I blinked and it was over. The proposal itself had only lasted a few seconds. 好きです。付き合ってくださいをすっ飛ばしたプロポーズだった。Had been a proposal that completely skipped over the I like you, please go out with me part. 結婚指輪は用意していない。I did not have a wedding ring 結婚指輪 Do you mean a proposed ring? An engagement ring? A ring prepared. 考え抜いていたプロポーズのセリフは白紙になって神々のクソみたいな言葉しか出てこなかった。The proposal speech that I had thought so hard spent so much thought on completely proposal speech that I had spent so much thought on had completely left my head. 神々のクソみたいな言葉しか all that came out was stuttering 神々のstutter andクソみたいな言葉I mean let's make this actual stuttering then. What? クソみたいな言葉 Words, shitty words like shit. What's so shit about this? I mean, it's basically like this basic, right? It's just literally the most basic thing. you can't go any more basic than this. As in like this is literally the bare minimum of what you need. I've never witnessed a proposal. Do people really cheer? There's more clapping than cheering. Generally, yeah. Oh, I've never witnessed one either. I mean, I don't usually go to restaurants where people propose to each other at. Okay, first of all, I mainly get takeout. When I do go to a restaurant, I mean, it would be with friends, and I suppose they're sort of nice restaurants. They're alright restaurants. I don't know if anyone would propose there, though. They're usually like on the cheaper side, but it would. I think it would be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, what I have experienced was like people's birthdays, right? Like so in Yamcha restaurant, so like I'm not gonna explain what Yamcha is. It's a restaurant in Hong Kong where you eat dim sum, right? So and everybody sits in like big tables. Usually when you go to eat dim sum, you go with like a big family, like a whole big group of people, like maybe 10 people or more. And so it's happened where like the table next to ours, it just happened to be somebody's birthday. You know, okay, like it's eating at a Yamcha restaurant means going to eat dim sum means getting a lot of people, right? So usually there's a reason why you gathered so many people to eat together, right? Sometimes that would be because it's a birthday. So it's pretty common, right? So that's happened where like the table next to us, it's someone's birthday, and suddenly they start singing "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you," right? And then so after they finish singing, then they would clap, and then so we will clap along, yay! You know, we will clap, we do the clapping along. But yeah, that's about it. I've never seen anyone propose. But yeah. I would be interested in seeing one. It would be fun. All that came out was stuttering and let's just leave it at that. the クスみたいな言葉 the shittiness is basically is the stuttering, right? He didn't it was the stuttering was the shit part, right? I suppose. So, well, whatever. 流電化にせかされるような形での勢い任せ、成り行き任せのプロポーズだった。Good. Now, to be a勢い任せ That's on the spot. Go with the flow. That was basically triggered, prompted by Rudenka. Provoked, maybe. Yeah, let's go provoked by Rudenka. それでも俺は確かに言った。Even so, I said the words. カブラギさんは確かにうなずいた。And カブラギさん nodded. 3個、キネミツとカブラギしおりは結婚することになった。3個、キネミツ and カブラギしおり We're going to be married. Yay, yay, yay. Yay, yay, yay. So happy. Let me see if I have a cheering thing. I don't have a cheering thing, do I? Don't have a cheering thing, but I do know. Let me see where it is. Otology. Chia. That's not even. No. Cheering. 嬉しい。フレーズ。That's not it. That's not it. I want cheering. Such an official word. びっくり。Damn it. Nothing good. 応援。ジングル。ポップス。テンポ。スポーツゲーム用セット。This is my SN. What's SNES? Soccer. Golf. Does this have a sound? Does it make a sound? Let me see. That's not it. It's actual soccer sounds. Okay, there we go. Here. It's so not the correct one, but yay! Woo! Yay! There we go. There's the cheer. There you go. Proposals would be good if they got accepted. Otherwise, if the proposal is rejected, the entire mood of the place would sour. It would. It takes a lot of courage to propose in public. It takes a lot of courage to reject in public too. Honestly, I don't think I would ever propose in public. I don't think it would be too. It would be sort of like putting the girl on the spot, I feel like. And yeah, as Penguin said, this is a really short chapter. it's slightly over 5 pages. It's only pretty much 5 pages. But yes, it's a shorter chapter. Nah, if I ever propose, it'll probably be like at least. Actually, no, I don't want to think about it. I feel like that's like, how should you propose? Is probably a really big question that probably takes a lot of thought. So I don't want to go into that sort of thought right now. that's too much trouble. So here you go. So this is the reason for this chapter title, starting with the happy end. Is chapter 1 of volume 6, and right off the bat, they're gonna get married. Woo! That's happy, isn't it? Yee! My satisfaction is immeasurable, and my day is saved. I'm glad to hear it. I'm very glad to hear it. All right, well, that's about it for. Yeah, that's it for this stream, I suppose. Since we're finished, so we might as well end the stream, and I might as well take the time to sort of see if I can finish editing this and send it to Kuma before I start my afternoon work block. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and if it's nighttime, good night. If it's not nighttime, enjoy what's left of the day. And thank you very much for dropping by, and I will see you again for another stream in the future, sometime, perhaps. Alright, see ya, man. Bye bye.